Hello and welcome to the chaos and happy Sunday, y'all. Our last video was prepping for the new venue. I was putting up all that stuff that I made for that. This one's just going to be a bit of a get things finished kind of video. I spent most of yesterday catching up on all my safety eye orders. So I'll put in a little clip of that here so you can see all of those. It wound up being, I think, 64 individual eyes. It was 5 orders that totaled 8 sets because one of the orders was 3 sets of eyes. So it was a lot. It was a lot. Took me a good long while to get it all done. Friday, I also went, where's my bag, to Michael's. I had some Michael's cash. So I did get a little tiny yarn haul. I have wanted to try the new Loops and Threads yarn. It's the Fluffy Flex. It feels a lot like Bernat Blanket, very soft, and it seems like it'll be a comparable size to Bernat Blanket. So I got this gray because I figured I could make a mouse. And I'm going to try the Bernat Blanket pink color. What is the name of that pink color? I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's a Bernat Blanket, like baby pink kind of color, as the accents with this as the main body, and see how it turns out. I think it'll be pretty cute. But it is 126 yards, 198 grams, and just the color is gray, and it was $9.99. But I had coupons and Michael's cash, so this one was free. And then I got a couple of Bernat Blankets Mystical yarns. I like these colors for loaf cats specifically. So that 2 of these are going to be specifically loaf cats, and then 1 I have for finishing a project. So this one is called Gray Cloud. Kind of gray and brown mixture. And then this is my absolute favorite for loaf cats, and it is called Canyon. So I'm all out of loaf cats. I sold my last one a little while ago, so I need to restock up on those. And then I got the Coal, is that what this is called? Cinder, because I had started a unicorn in this color and lost Yarn Chicken. Got everything made but the head. So that's what I'm going to be working on today, is finishing off the unicorn with this Bernat Blanket color. Let me see. Oh, where's the body? Buried in my whips bag. Here we go. So here's the body so far. This is the Madeline Mako unicorn. So I have the body, I have the ears, I have the horn, I have the snout. I just have to make the head itself and then sew all the pieces together. So it shouldn't take me too long to finish it now that I have the yarn to finish her off. That's what I'm working on today. And then, you know, probably leave for church shortly after that. And have a couple other things in my whips bag that I am working on. I have a Sailor Moon doll that needs hair and stuff. So that's what today is going to be. It's going to be working on just tying up loose ends, finishing off some projects. And I will check back in with you guys when I get some progress made and show you what we've got done. I'm going to be in the car for probably over 2 hours. So I'm going to see how many little mini loaf cats, well, not the mini ones, the loaf kittens, the middle size, I can get out of these 3 skeins on the trip up to Jackson and the trip back from Jackson. So let's see how many we can get. Good morning. Happy Wednesday to everybody. I'm going to be trying out this microphone like YouTuber style, holding it up instead of clipping it on. I had to get a new mic. The last time I talked to y'all was on Monday, and I was in the car, so I didn't have a mic there either. But Sunday, when I finished recording the intro to this video, I went to unplug my mic from the end of the phone because I use my phone as my camera. And the black part, I guess it's called a dongle, came out, but the little silver part that actually goes into my phone did not come out of my phone. And that was not a good thing. There was one little like wire sticking out where you could see it had connected the two, and I tried to fit it back together to see if I could fix it, and that just was a no-go. The wire wound up, it was so thin, it wound up just like breaking off and falling off onto the floor. So I had to get a new mic. So last we left off was Monday, and I was in the car, and we were on our way to my in-laws' house, and I was going to see how many loaf kittens I could get out of 1 skein of burnout blanket. I took 3 different colors with me. I managed to get through 2 of them while I was there, and I got 4 out of each. So that's your answer, 4 loaf kittens. I think before I've managed to get 2 whole cats out of one of these skeins. The bigger size cat. So if you're not familiar with the loaf cat pattern by Annie Careway, her original pattern produces in burnout blanket produces a cat that's about the size of a soccer ball, I'd say. It's a pretty decently chunky, very round, cuddly cat. Then she came out with another pattern that was kittens and minis, so smaller versions of her original cat. So unstuffed, this is the size of the kitten. And I've got the tail just tucked up inside because I haven't put their faces on or stuffed them or anything yet. So this is what the kitten looks like. And it's like a happy medium between the two. I don't have any of the minis to show you right now, but they're kind of hand-sized, all in burnout blanket. And I really like that size. It works really fast. And I usually do keep a few of those in my like little critter, my cheaper bin. But I really like, I think this kitten size is my current favorite. The loaf cat itself, part of its appeal was how like huge and chunky it was. So you keep some of that chunkiness with the kitten, but it's faster, and so you can put a lower price point on it. So it's a really happy medium. I like it. So I got 4 out of this color that I now cannot. I think it's like desert something. I can't remember. And then I got 4 out of. I'm pulling on my bag. Canyon. So sort of a red tabby color. I really, really like both of those for loaf cats. And then I had this black one, which is Cinder, that I had got to finish off that one unicorn. So I finished the unicorn, and now I have still most of the skein left. So I can probably get at least 3 kittens out of what's left. Maybe 4, because each one left about this size of a ball. Not quite enough for a kitten. I might be able to get a chicken. So we'll see if I can get a chicken out of the leftovers of these 2 colors. So now it looks like I have more of the tan one than of the orange. I don't know if I can get a whole chicken out of the orange. How did I use up more of the orange? Well, things happen. Okay. So my plan for today, oh no, the dog is coming on the couch. My plan for today is to finish putting faces on these chickens and these cats and stuffing them, get them finished up. I need to go over to the farmer's market and close that stall down because I decided that's not profitable for me. So I'm pulling out of the standing farmer's market. So I got to go load that stuff up, close that stall down. I have packages that need to get into the mail, so that will be another thing I'm doing today. And I have 4 more Safety Eye orders to fulfill. So I have eyes to paint. So lots and lots of things to do today. So I better get started. I'll check in with you later. Hello, welcome to another update. Still Wednesday. I got the loaf kitties finished. So I put them in this bag so they'll be kept safe until I go to the flea market to set them up at that stall. But here's what they look like, all stuffed and embroidered. So you see, it's a pretty good, still a pretty good chunky size, but they're like half an hour instead of an hour, like the bigger cats are. So, just I feel like I can set a more reasonable price on them. They're more likely to sell at this slightly smaller size. So this, I think, is my favorite size for these cats. So I got those eight done. And then while I was in Jackson, I went ahead and took the opportunity to go to Joann's for what is probably going to be my last in-person Joann's shopping trip. As many people know, Joann's is in bankruptcy for the second time, in liquidation. Like they've shut down or are shutting down 500 stores across the country. And I think even the remaining 300 are only going to be open until they sell out of what they have. And the company is going into complete liquidation. So I primarily was looking for Big Twist Posh because that is a Joann's exclusive. And so whatever I have of it now is all I'm going to get. So I wanted to stock up on that if I could. So I did go and I went ahead and spent a little extra and got just a bunch of stuff. But I'm going to show you what all I found. I did come away with a couple of Bernat skeins too that I'll show you first. And then we'll get into the Posh. So I found this one, which is a really pretty color that I've actually never found in person before. It's called Branch. And it's just a really nice variegated color. And so, I mean, I could see this being cats. I could see it being like bears, bunnies. Like, it's just any kind of animal pattern, really. I feel like it would be really, really good for. It's very rich, warm browns and creams. So that's that one. And it's really soft too, which is nice. And then I found a couple of the Perfect Phasing ombre skeins. And these I love for bigger patterns, dragons, things like that you're going to be able to see that whole gradation of color as it goes. So that's what I wanted these for. Some more bigger dragons. I have several of these set aside. I didn't have these two particular colors, and it's so soft, and I love it. And Joann's was having 25% off of all of the blanket yarns at the time, so I decided to just go ahead and get those because I didn't know if I'd ever be able to find them again. Really, it's hard to pick colors online, you know? So now let's get into the Posh. For the most part, I got 2 of each of the colors that I found. If I could find 2 of them. So I got 2 of this Glow Warm, which is one of the original Posh colors. It's very neon spring green. It's just a really pretty green. Great for anything that you want to make look like a kiwi. Really good for like frogs and anything kind of garden related. Just very springy, nice green. So I got 2 of those. Set those aside. I got 2 of Blueberry Smoothie, and this is another one of the original colors, this pale blue. I really love this blue. I got 2 of Mint Chip. So this is another one of the original colors, the Mint Chip. Another just really beautiful blue color. And then Ube Milk Tea. Another one of the original colors, 2 of those. Then I got 1. I only found 1 of the Croissant original color. I think I have 1 of these in my stash already, so that'll be a total of 2 of that on that one. I got 2 of the, this is a new one, Mandarin Orange Glow. So neon orange. Very, very bright neon orange. I got 2, this is another new one, of the blue raspberry, which is just stunning. Look how bright and vibrant that blue is. So pretty. And then 2 of this beautiful wine red color. This is called Pomegranate. Look how pretty that is. It looks a little darker in person than it's showing up on camera, but it's a really nice, rich, kind of a burgundy wine red. And then 1 of Frozen Grape, which is another one of the newer ones. On camera, it's kind of looking blue, but it's kind of a dark periwinkle is what it looks like in person. And then I got myself a new tote bag, because you always have to get a bag when you go to Joann's. And that is my haul. That's my last in-person Joann's haul. I may still order from the website once or twice before they fully close down, but only if I'm like out of a color that I particularly need and I can get a good coupon or something on it. But yeah, otherwise that's probably the end of it. But I did get it all on sale. Got my receipt here. So it's 25% off of all of those, because they all counted as blanket yarn. And then I had a 15 off of 75 coupon, which got me another $15 off. So all of those came out to with tax $142.22, and that was 19, almost 20, so almost 20 skeins of yarn for $140, basically. I just do some mental mathematic gymnastics with that. So that's it. That's my final haul. That's probably going to be it for the yarn related stuff, crochet related stuff for today. I have a limited amount of time left in the day to fix dinner and do things that I need to do around the house before church tonight. So I will check back in with you guys tomorrow. Happy Thursday. Another day in the vlog. Today I don't have anything on my calendar. Like, I don't have to go anywhere. I have nothing in particular that I have to do. So today my goal is to try to work through some of these whips that I have laying around, because they're driving me insane. I'm not a type of person normally that has whips laying around. I normally like start and finish a project. I don't like jump from project to project normally. But lately I have been like getting, I don't know, distracted or just having too many things to do. And so I'll get started on something, I have to put it down, and then I don't pick it back up again. Or like on this unicorn where I ran out of yarn, and then I did other things while I was waiting for the yarn to come in. So that's the first thing I'm actually going to do, is finish this unicorn. I have her head and body all done. So I have to attach the horns and the ears, and the muzzle, and then pick what color I'm going to do the hair and the tail in, and crochet those on, surface crochet those on. So that's the first thing. I think that'll be the fastest one to finish. But I also have, is it in this bag or is it in a different bag? I might actually have to dig through a different bag. Look at this. I have one leg from a dragon. This is Crochet by Jenna's newest dragon pattern, the 3-in-1 based on fourth wing dragons. So I started a Segale. I have one leg. This is not me. I don't do things like this. This is not even a whip. I have 2 legs. I have 2 legs for this dragon. Yeah, this is not even a whip. This is an order I think I got ghosted on. Somebody custom ordered this, and I've been trying to reach out to them and see, do they want me to ship it or what? And I didn't have them pay for it up front. Normally I do, but it was another vendor at another event, and so I was being nice, and I didn't ask for payment up front, figuring I would see her because she's local to me. So I don't know. I'll carry it with me, and maybe I will still see her at a future event, and maybe she'll be like, "Oh, I forgot all about that Lovey from my grandbaby." brand new grandbaby. I don't know. Like, she's responded a few times to my messages when I've asked her to, like, before I started making it, was like, do you still want this lovey? It'll be $50 before I get started on it. Is this still something you want? And she was like, yes. So I made it and I sent her pictures of it. And she was like, that's great. And then I tried to arrange a pickup time. And she wasn't able to come get it on the day that I was available. So I was like, do you want me to ship it to you? And I've heard nothing back. Nothing. And then I messaged her again and was like, so I never heard back. I didn't know if you got my message. Do you want me to mail this somewhere? What can we do? And still nothing. So I don't know, y'all. I think maybe I got ghosted on this mouse that I made up on the spot for someone. Anyway, I don't know what to do with her right now. I'm just gonna set her aside. So what other whips do I have in this bag? I need to find all my unicorn pieces. I have 2 legs of a dragon. Oh, and I have like 5 scoots of a sea turtle pattern that's actually a new one that I just got. That is been more of like I got it more as a just something fun that I wanted to make. So that one I may not work on so much today. I have somewhere in another bag Sailor Moon, and she's bald. So that needs to be fixed. But that's my plan. I'm gonna start with this unicorn, and then I want to go find my Sailor Moon and make her not bald. And then I may or may not work some more on this dragon. Since all I have right now is 2 legs, that's a lot more of that project to do. So it's going to take a while. So I don't know if I'm going to work on that immediately. And then I also have some Premier Little Bunny that I just got in that I was going to use for my newest pattern that I'm writing. I needed, it's pretty much finalized. I just need to make one more and take pictures, and I wanted to do it specifically in the Little Bunny. So that one won't take me too long because it only takes me about 45 minutes to make up. So that I may do after Sailor Moon is no longer bald and has her crown. So that's my plan for right now. I'm going to find something on YouTube. I have Jenna's new video from yesterday that I haven't watched yet, so I'll probably watch that. I'm going to sew together this unicorn and go from there. And I will check back with y'all later. Got all the pieces sewn on. Oh, I just realized this horn looks like it's like lopsided. Is it lopsided or is it just the ear? I think it was just that ear. I don't know. It's okay. It might be a little bit off center. I'm not redoing it. I'm not redoing it. It's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. You won't even notice once I have the hair on. Okay, so now I got to pick what yarn I want to use for the hair. I think I'm out of the blue that I used for the hooves, so I'm going to pick something else similar, see what I got. And then I will check back in with you later. Okay, we're back. The unicorn is finished. Y'all ready to see her? I still had some of this fur yarn that is like the exact same color. Look at that. Let's see if I can get it next to each other. But look, it is like exactly the same color. How crazy is that? So I used that for her mane and her tail, and I think that just turned out really stinking adorable. I love the fur. She kind of has like a little mohawk going on back here. So she's finished. There's her eyes were part of one of my monthly specials that I had left over that didn't get ordered. But that means I get to use them, so I don't mind that at all. So she's done. I'm gonna go put her up, and then I have to figure out what in the world I did with Sailor Moon, because she's my next project. She's somewhere. She's in a bag. She's in a project bag somewhere. So I'm gonna find her, and work on her, and I will show you her when she's all finished. Okay, so I found the bag with Sailor Moon, so I will show you her. She's actually not only bald, but she's headless. So, Sailor Moon's body, and Sailor Moon's head. So I need to stuff and sew the head, and then make hair, and her crown. And she's got a couple other little details, a collar and like a waistband and stuff. And then I discovered I also have in this same bag the head for Chibi Sailor Moon. That's why it's got the pink eyes. Can you even see that? Yeah, the hot pink eyes for the Chibi Sailor Moon with the pink hair. So I had forgotten that when I sat down with this shell yarn, I sat down and made like multiple heads at once. I think it was like 3 or something like that. And I already finished, what was it, Mercury? Venus? Which ones have I done? I've done the teal colored one and the navy blue one with black hair. Yes, so those two. So now I have Sailor Moon and Chibi Sailor Moon to finish. And I made the eyes to make the other two as well. And they've been sitting in this bag waiting for their bodies to be made. I don't know for sure that I will get those made anytime soon because I haven't even started on them yet, and I have multiple other projects to finish. And then I found when I was putting away the unicorn that I still had this Bulbasaur hanging out in my bag that needs eyes. I need to make felt eyes for him. He's just been sitting around waiting, not able to go anywhere or do anything because he has no eyes. So I'm going to be working on that after I finish with Sailor Moon. I don't know how far I'll get into Chibi Moon because she's just ahead and I have her entire body to do. So I may wait on her for another day and work on some of these other projects that I can finish up a little more quickly first. We shall see. Okay, so I have completed Sailor Moon. Get her up here. Finished putting her hair on, attaching her head. And these dolls turn out pretty big. This is the Margarumi pattern, and they turn out pretty big even using, I have a combination of Parfait Chunky, Big Twist Posh, and Naughty Ball yarns, making up all of the different colors and everything that I used for her. So pretty big using smaller yarns. I can't even imagine how huge it would be if I'd done it in like blanket yarn. And then her little hair bun detail is done in felt. So while I had the felt out, I finished Bulbasaur's eyes. The only thing left to do on her is the jewel in the middle of her crown. But I've been making those out of resin so that they have a little bit more sparkle to them. So when I work on some safety eyes later, then I'll make her crown gem as well. So then here's that Bulbasaur. Finally got his face finished. Just freehand cut out some felt for his eyes, and I think they turned out really great. I'm really pleased with that. So that's those two things done. Other things on my to-do list today are, of course, making those safety eyes. And I don't know if I'm going to get to it today. I wanted to work on the Furby pattern that I'm writing. It's pretty much, it's done. It's written. I just need to take pictures, make another one and take pictures. I don't think I'm going to get to that today, though. That might be a tomorrow thing. And I wanted to make an Instagram reel with my Monty the Snake, which I introduced you guys to last video, the snake that eats up all my scraps. So I might get Monty done and catch up on the scrap balls that I've been tossing in his bag. But beyond that, I think I'm going to be done crocheting for now because I do have those safety eyes to make later, 4 full sets. So that's going to take me a little while. And I think I might do those on Instagram Live and turn that into a live stream. I had thought I might go to the, what's it called? Flea market, where I have my stuff set up and refresh my stock. They're going to be opening up in about an hour to let vendors come in and do that. I'm not sure how long they'll be open. I need to check the vendor's Facebook page. So I might run over and set up a few new things over there, see how much was sold, kind of take inventory. And yeah, that's my plan for the afternoon. And I'll check back in with you guys later and let you know where I got to. Hi, happy Friday. I have a yarn haul to show y'all. I ordered some of Premier's new basics colors. The box. The Premier Basics Chenille, I think is what it, or Chenille Basics. I don't remember. I never get it right. But they came out with a bunch of brand new colors. So I ordered some that were either things that I just cannot get in Bernat, because for me it works out pretty well with Bernat, or things that I was like out of in Bernat. So to start with, let's see. This is the color Midnight. And I did get a couple that were just sort of extra that I thought I would like. Because I wanted to make sure I hit the shipping. But it's all stuff that I know I will use. And I think I focused on also things that would do the colors of Bingo and Bluey. Because I do like how small the skeins are from Basics, and with Joann's closing, it kind of hit or miss whether I'm going to find those colors at Michael's. So if I can get at least all of those colors from one place, I feel like that's a win. Because sometimes it's hard for me to find those particular colors for those particular dolls, and they're some of my best sellers. So here's the first one. It is Midnight. So this is the dark blue that I thought would work for Bluey. Normally I use Twilight from Bernat. I actually have some right here. So normally I use Twilight from Bernat for the darker blue. So you can see it's a little bit different of a color, but not too terribly different. Oh, got on my yarn, got dust or dirt or something on it. So I thought this might work for the darker blue. I got 2 of everything, so 2 of these. And then I got 2 of Banana, because honestly, I have a hard time finding really, really good yellows anyway. I like this yellow. This was a new one, but this is nice. And also Bluey's nose in the pattern I use is yellow, and the interior of her ears. So that's another Bluey color. I got, here's another Bluey color that I thought I would try possibly for the darker blue. Is she 2? She's just 2 blues. Yeah, 2 shades of blue, a white, and a yellow. So this was the other one that I thought I could try for the darker blue if the Midnight was too dark. This one's almost more like a denim blue. What is this called? Denim. It's called denim. So again, compared to the Bernat I usually use, it's a little bit lighter, but it's still pretty dark, and it would go up against the bubbly blue from Bernat, which I didn't order any from Premier because the last time I ordered it from Michael's, I ordered like 6 skeins or something, and I still have a ton of it left. So I did not want to overload myself on that. Okay, and then I got a couple of colors I thought might work for Bingo. This might be too bright. This is Tangerine. This is their new orange color, but she comes in 2 shades of orange. Here's the other one. And one is almost like a rusty kind of brown orange, and then a bright orange. So I got Rust is the other color. So these are the 2 that I thought might do good for Bingo. And looking at them side by side, I do kind of like the way they look next to each other. So this might work. This might work. I'm going to make Bingo and see what she looks like and see how she turns out. So 2 each of those. Let's see. And then I got, because I wasn't 100% certain about the Tangerine, I got this other one, Curry. But this is not going to work for bingo at all. Here's curry. So this is more like a mustard color, which is a good color. It's a good neutral, kind of a dark gold. This will not work for bingo at all, but I can definitely use this. I can find things for it, find uses for it for sure. Okay, so now moving into, oh, and then also for bingo, the cream color, which is winter white. I don't think this was one of the new ones. I think this is one of the older ones. But again, I was trying to make sure I got the free shipping. And I know this works for bingo, so I did get some of that. Okay, so now moving into colors that I got because I cannot find them in Bernat. Like, they just don't exist. The first one I got is chocolate. Look at this dark brown. Isn't that gorgeous? You cannot find a color like this in Bernat Blanket at all. Like, it just doesn't exist. So I got 2 of these. I don't have a specific plan for what I'll use it for right this moment, but I think it's going to wind up in my regular rotation because it's just really, really hard to find such a nice dark chocolate color in this blanket yarn. And then the other one I got that I cannot get in Bernat is shell, and it's the exact same color as the shell in the Parfait Chunky, but this is in the blanket. So this would be good for skin tones, is mostly what I use it for, and we'll probably be using this for, I don't know what character I might make that will be super big in blanket, but now I have skin tone for it so that I can. And then the final one I got was another one just to make sure I could get the free shipping. And it is a multicolored called Cuddles. And again, it's just these neutrals. It's so pretty. So, so pretty. And really soft. Really, really soft. All of these so far feel really soft. I don't see any of the issues that I was having for a while with the basics. Sometimes having that weird plasticky feel. All of these are really soft. So this one I might use for, I don't know, maybe a lovey, bunny, teddy bear. I don't know. Don't have a specific plan, but I love this neutral, soft, earthy tones, and I will have no trouble finding a use for it, I am sure. So I'm going to put all these back in the box right now. I have to put them away later, but I need to see how much room I have in my Bernat bins to put things away. And I think I need to clear out some older skeins of like Sweet Snuggles Light and stuff that I have in there that I really just don't use. I think I might see if some of my friends in my Discord group would like it, and maybe I'll just ship it off to them. Use this box. Just load it all up, ship it all off. I really don't use it. Okay, so that's my yarn haul for today. I have a lot of things still that I want to be making, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get to them today. I need to get on my computer and do some of my like real world job for a little while. So that's what I'm going to be doing next. And then I have freezer dinners to put together for my family. So I don't know that I'm going to have time to do any more crochet stuff today. I also need to find a time either today or tomorrow, looking like maybe tomorrow, to do safety eye orders because I now have 6 open orders that I need to fulfill. So I'll be working on that. I'm thinking that'll probably be tomorrow because that's going to be a couple hours, several hours that I'm sitting down doing that. Yeah, so that is your Friday check-in. And if I do anything else crochet related for the rest of the day, I'll check back in. But most likely, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy Saturday. So this is probably going to be the last day of the vlog. And I know I said yesterday I wasn't planning on doing any more like crochet related stuff. But I did wind up making 2 sunflower turtles. They don't have heads yet. 2 jumbo sunflower turtles. Here's the other one. Got the body stuffed. The heads I haven't finished. Well, they've made them, but they're not attached yet because I wanted to make some special safety eyes to put in them. Some great big 35 millimeter safety eyes with sunflowers. Hold on, let me see if we can see this. These little sunflower inclusions I think will look really pretty. So that's my plan for that. And also, since I'm going to be making those and I have 7 open orders currently on my Etsy for safety eyes. I'm going to be just making a whole bunch of safety eyes. And I think I'm going to do it live on Instagram and try to get a little bit of stuff going there. One of the orders, thankfully, was for my fruit set, my fruit salad set. That's my monthly special in the size that I'd already made for the the listing photos and posting it to Instagram and all that good stuff. So that one's already made and done, so that's one less. But I still have 6 more to make, plus the 2 individual pairs for the turtles. So gracious, that is 6 times 4 is 24, 28 total pairs, which is 56. Am I right? I think it's early. I haven't had my coffee yet, so my math might be wrong. But I think it's 56 individual eyes, which I have all in this box right here. I'm going to get them set up here in just a second. I've kind of been getting all my stuff set up on the table. So that is my plan for now. I'm going to do it on live. But I will come back and show you the sunflower eyes when I finish with them so they can go into the turtles. And I'll check with you later. Okay, this is going to be the closing clip for this vlog for this week. Saturday evening, I got more done than I thought I would. I got all those safety eye orders painted. Did it on Instagram Live, so that was fun. And got 2 more orders in while I was painting those. So, more work to do, but that's fine. I love it. I also got the special sunflower eyes for my sunflower turtles painted and got them finished. So here's the first one. These are big jumbo turtles. I went with the white pupil eyes, and they're each a little different. This one is 2 sunflowers with some leaves and a pink background. Okay, gotta do the iconic Jenna hug check. Yep, perfectly huggable. I love these really, really big turtles. And then second one, same turtle, basically, just different eyes. I just did a ring of sunflowers. I guess they kind of look, you could almost say they were daisies, but they have little brown middles. So sunflowers with the green glitter background. So hug check on this one. As she paws all over and manhandles the microphone. Yeah, these are like the best huggable size of turtle. This pattern is the Crochet by Jenna turtle pattern. It's like her basic turtle pattern in the standard size, not the small one. She does have some patterns that are like mini versions of her standard turtle. So this is the basic turtle in size 7 jumbo yarn. So this is a mix of Parfait Chunky XL, Chanel Home, and Sweet Snuggles. I don't remember which was which color. It's basically all the same. And that's how they get really, really big like this. This is not the biggest turtles I've ever made, but pretty close. So this is basically what I would call my, is this toddler size? It's been a while since I've made the toddler size ones. I think this might be what I classify as a toddler size turtle, just because it's pretty hefty. So now I have 2 of those. Turtles are usually really popular at my markets, and I have been out of really big ones for a while, so now I have 2 big ones. And they were fun to make. And then I'm done now with jumbo yarn. I boxed it all up. I'm going to see if people in my Discord friend chat want it, and I'm mailing it out. Because it's kind of a pain to keep up with. And with all the issues with the Michaels yarn, it's a fly. It's going to be really hard to get hold of unless I order the Parfait XL. So yeah, unless I get like a special order for something in jumbo size, then I'll just order Parfait XL in whatever colors I need. I don't mean that I'm like done with it, like I'm never going to use it again, but I'm just not going to keep it on hand. Same with the Chanel style yarn, the Sweet Snuggles Light, Chanel Home Slim style yarn. I just don't use them as much. They're just taking up space. So I'm not going to keep them on hand. And those I probably won't reorder because I can't imagine somebody like specifically special ordering something from me in those yarns when what they see in my stall is all going to be blanket yarns in the like Posh, which is again kind of like a blanket yarn. So that's it. I got the 2 turtles done. I got all those eyes done. I did a whole bunch of cleaning and organizing of my yarn space over here. I'm gonna actually turn the camera so you guys can see. There's my standard yarn space right there. And then I added those 6 crates on top, got more yarn and stuff put up in there, and that enabled me to clear out a couple of like boxes of things that were just kind of sitting around. And I also went through, I had I think 4 maybe like the fabric bins up there just filled with random stuff that's been sitting up there for over a year that I've never used. So I'm kind of going through a thing right now that if I haven't touched it in a year, obviously I'm not going to use it. So I just was getting rid of all of that stuff that I had collected and not touched. And so now I'm down to just one of those fabric tote bins of sort of extra accessories. So like I've got a few extra long knitting needles in there for stabbing plushies with. I have my needle punching kit. I kept that even though I haven't really used it much since I got it. I did enjoy it, and so that's just like, and it's small. It all stays in one small box. So I figure if I have time at some point and just want to do a little bit of a craft for myself that's not like a huge, doesn't take a lot of extra time and space, then I'll have that I can pull out. So that's been my day. It's been pretty productive, I feel. I still need to actually put all those eyes on cards and get them ready to mail, but I think I will do that tomorrow. I think I'm just going to tuck them all safely away into a bag for right now and get them all ready for posting tomorrow because they can't actually go to the post office till Monday anyway. So I got a little bit of time. And I may finish off those other orders tomorrow as well and just have a clean slate. So that's that. This is the vlog for the week. I'm going to get all this edited so that it can be posted tomorrow. And I'll see y'all in the next video.